There we go. Oh, my God.
I did it.
I don't know what's going on with my headspace today. All right, I'm going to change this up. Holy smokes. I'm going to have to go back to the old format. We've been all over the place.
What a boomer you are. What a boomer.
There we go. All right. Is this better? Woo! All right. I feel better now. How you doing today, man? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. I'm feeling great. I got my whole green get-up on right now. I'm feeling lucky today.
Okay.
Got my workout in. I'm excited, man. Am I in the Jomboy Media account?
You are. You are in the Jomboy Media account.
That was a mistake to give me the password.
I know. I'm coming to you from the Rose Rotation. So for those of you that are on Jomboy Media and haven't followed Rose Rotation, just hit a little click afterward. We appreciate it. We got a new episode just out with Miguel Rojas today that we'll talk about a little bit later. But let's start talking a little baseball. Let's get to it. Gerrit Cole, filthy again. Yanks have taken the first 2 of a 3-game set down in Tampa. 8 shutout innings, 12 Ks, no walks. I'm going to give you stock to invest in or Bitcoin or whatever you want to put in. One of 2 guys for the rest of the year. Gerrit Cole, Jacob deGrom. You can only take one.
Oh, this is for the rest of the year. See, I read the question as going forward.
Yes, rest of the year.
Oof. That makes it tough for me. I was going to say deGrom just because the mileage is a little less on his arm.
Mm-hmm.
But after watching Cole pitch yesterday in Tampa, the way he was peacocking out there, after he got that last out in the 8th inning and stared him down, I don't know if there was some chirping going on in the dugout. I don't know what it was. He struck out Adames, said something to him. He struck out the last batter, I forget who it was, stared at him, and then he walked off. And you know what I noticed, Chris? He got some tree trunks on him.
Yeah.
And I like my pitchers with tree trunks. deGrom, very skinny. Obviously, I love everything about deGrom, so you can't lose in this. But Cole showed me something last night, man. There was some intensity there that maybe I just haven't noticed it. But, man, that was fun to watch.
It was. He was great. I didn't get to watch a ton of the game because I had to watch my son's high school team get their brains beat in a little bit. A lot of the people in the chat are saying deGrom, and it's not even close.
Well, I love deGrom too. I mean, what?
Well, I know, right? I know. People are like, Mets hater, hate deGrom. Hey, listen, guys, the question was one or the other. Okay? That doesn't mean both can't be great, but you have to invest in one, and then you have to pull everything out at the end of September. I would say Cole just based on, to me, availability is a huge thing. And Gerrit Cole just doesn't miss time. deGrom misses time here and there for hopefully little things. Gerrit Cole, you can give him the ball 30 starts a year and feel good about it. And he has now done something 3 times already this season. 12 strikeouts, no walks. And those are the sort of numbers that only Sandy Koufax and Pedro Martinez have put up. So when you're talking about those sort of pitching icons, you win me over.
I'm changing my pick. I'm going to tell you why. You're talking about stock. You said stock. I don't want to buy stocks when the market is hot. The market on Gerrit Cole is red hot right now. Jacob deGrom hurt.
It's not hot on deGrom.
He's hurt. I'm getting him at a little bit of a discount. Screw it. I'm going back. I'm taking deGrom. Give me that because as soon as he's back out there, it's like this, baby. I'm getting the discount, Chris. That's smart. That's smart money right there.
Okay, I'll tell you how you can spend your smart money. Okay, we just had Mother's Day. It's never too early to start planning about Father's Day. We're both dads out there. We're kind of the forgotten people in the household, and that's perfectly fine. It's what we signed up for. But you can get some help. Go to dugoutmugs.com. Go get yours today, okay? You can get it engraved. You don't have to get it with Chris Rose or Trevor Plouffe on here, but if you want to, for whatever reason, go for it. You can get, the wind up as well. We can help pop open those beer bottles, and you got the shot glass as well. And here's the cool thing. If you use the code word ROSE right now at dugoutmugs.com, you're going to get 35%. That's off of the first 500 orders out there. The next 500, it goes down to 30%. Next 500 after that, you'll get 25% off. So we are here to save you some money. What we've learned today is invest in either deGrom or Cole, and then go to dugoutmugs.com and start saving money for a special Father's Day gift. So cheers to that, okay, guys? Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
35% too, baby. That's a real discount. That's no joke 5% thing. It's 35%.
Right? I mean, that's like hitting 350 in the show. You'd want to hit 350, right? So,
Yeah, maybe.
yeah. Okay. There we go. All right, back to a little more talk. It's happening. Gerrit Kelenic is making his major league debut tonight against my Cleveland Indians. Is this a better day for the Seattle Mariners fan or a tougher day for the New York Mets, who traded him a couple years ago in the Diaz-Cano trade?
The easiest question you're ever going to give me. It's a better day for Mariners fans. They're getting it. They're getting Kelenic.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting Logan Gilbert called up. They got those extra 6 days at AAA. My goodness. Thank God they got that. They weren't ready to play in the big leagues. Now they are because they spent 6 freaking days.
Do you remember that, by the way? You remember that about Chris Bryant, the year that he came up late? It was like, it's always like the first 3 weeks of the season so they can suppress the service time. And the Cubs were like, we want him to work on his defense a little bit. I'm like, yeah, those 3 weeks are really.
It's ridiculous. But I will say this is a life lesson for anybody, okay? Be thankful for what you have. Don't worry about what anybody else has. So Mets fans, you have something awesome in front of you. Your team's in first place. They're winning games. They're wearing stupid outfits going down to Florida right now, having a great time. Enjoy that. Don't worry about what happened in the past. You think the Dodger fans are, they probably are a little upset they don't have Yordan Alvarez, but they're okay with it. They got their good team.
No, not the same. Yordan Alvarez, I think it was for Josh Fields, if I'm not mistaken, that trade. Yordan Alvarez was not Gerrit Kelenic. The minute that, because Gerrit
Hold on. If Gerrit Kelenic is anything
right
like
now,
Yordan Alvarez, Seattle is getting a top 5 hitter in the big leagues.
I get it now, but at the time, people weren't kicking and screaming, why did we give up Yordan Alvarez? At the time, Mets fans
he had
were
just
like,
signed 2 months earlier.
But do you understand what I'm getting at?
I get you.
At the time, Mets fans were up in arms. Wouldn't you agree with that? That they have been ruining this day, saying, oh, no,
Sure.
It's happening. Because especially after Conforto walks this year, you're telling me he wouldn't slide right into the outfield and be a perfect piece moving forward?
Sure, but like I said, just be happy with what you have. You got a good team. You got a new owner that's willing to spend. You just signed Francisco freaking Lindor to a huge deal. Be happy with what you have. Let Seattle be happy with what they have. That's a better world. And people start doing that.
Okay. I think it's a great day for the Mariners. I really do. We talked about it the other day, how they're among the worst teams in baseball in terms of batting average. It's been 20 years since they made the postseason party. They should feel good about Kelenic and Gilbert coming up here. 2 of their studs. I think Kelnic's the number 3 prospect in baseball. Gilbert's like something 28 or so, and one of their top pitching prospects. So if you're the Mariners, take a deep breath, enjoy the ride. And by the way, I hope Kelenic goes 0 for 12 this weekend and Gilbert gives up 6 runs in 2 2/3 tonight. But that's just because I'm rooting for my own team. But other than that, I want to see them have a very nice future. All right, good afternoon, baseball. Brewers and Cardinals play the rubber match of their 3-game set. Corbin Burns, welcome back from the COVID list. He gets the ball, taking on Jack Flaherty. Who's going to have the better pitching line?
I went back and forth on this a little bit. We talked about Jack's struggles in Milwaukee, and then I did mention, though, that 2 of the guys that put up the biggest numbers on him won't be in the game. So that's working towards Jack's favor. And also, I'm just not sure how guys – I know Corbin said that he was asymptomatic with his COVID stuff. I just don't know how guys come back off that. We've seen a few guys kind of struggle after coming back, and that time off is not good for a pitcher. They're used to ramping up every 5 days. They want to go, and he hasn't exactly killed it against the Cardinals. He's got something like a 4.9 career ERA against the Cardinals. So, and I'm not just saying this because he's my boy. I think this is the time where Jack's going to go into Milwaukee and have a statement game. He's been lights out, and Yelly's gone, Braun's gone. I think Jackson will have a better line. Although Corbin's got 3 strikeouts away, Chris.
I know, from the mark of most strikeouts to start a season without a walk. By the way, do you think he gets there?
Yes, but the COVID things, that's the outlier here. That's right. We'll see. I think he does, though.
Yeah, I think Flaherty. By the way, I know we don't care about the wins anymore for pitchers. He could get his 7th win already this year, and I know that we're not focused on it, and the metrics say it doesn't matter anymore. And to a degree, I understand, and I even get it. But to me, there is something special about a guy who gets 20 wins still, and I don't know why. It's just one of those numbers that to me is pretty cool. It's like hitting 40 home runs. I think it's neat. 50's even better. So I think Flaherty gets his 7th win this year in 8 starts.
I like that. And pitchers care about wins, by the way.
No, I know they do, but they don't care. They don't care about them in arbitration. Apparently, they don't care about them when they're handing out contracts, which I get and I understand. Yeah. But I just think it's a neat stat as a fan. Okay, last one. Congratulations on win number 1, James Kaprielian of the Oakland A's, former first-round pick of the Yankees, traded over in the Sonny Gray deal. His dad flew from the Los Angeles area out to Boston to watch his son's first start ever. His dad, Doug, was not just sitting there going like this. He was fired up. He was jumping up. He was pumping his fist and everything. First of all, did you love what Dad was doing, or did you want to see him kind of chill out a little bit?
No, I loved it. Those are my favorite videos when they pan to the family, especially on debuts or first time they're seeing him in the big leagues, and then you go out and you perform like he did. I mean, I'm getting it a little bit now. I know what my dad went through to put me in a position to be a ball player. There's a lot of work, a lot of sacrifice. And, I know he was missing his mom last night. He spoke about it after the game. But his dad, kind of more than made up for it. And I just, that stuff gives me chills. Cole Tucker's parents had a really cool moment when he hit his home run.
Right.
You see it kind of all the time, but it never gets old. And that was really cool to see. And I'm sure, that's something they're going to have forever.
Well, it was funny. James Carroll, who's in the chat today, just said that Kaprielian's dad had Stephen Matt's grandpa type energy. One of the great ones where he's like, yeah, he's doing a little slower up there in the box, but it was great when his grandson had 4 hits and a homer and pitched well.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love seeing it. I can only imagine. I get emotional watching my son play varsity baseball as a freshman.
Yeah, you should. It's awesome.
Yes, I can only imagine what it would be like to watch your son's first ever start at legendary Fenway Park against one of the best teams in the American League, right?
And then pitch well.
And then pitch great.
Yeah.
And they had the embrace afterward on field for the first. I love that stuff. Call me a sucker, and that's fine. You can whatever.
No, you're not. I think everyone. I mean, if there's anyone that doesn't like that, get out of here. Come on.
Great. All right, before we get out of here, what do you have working on Jomboy Media today? Or are you just going to go back and get your 8th workout of the day?
Today, we have an easy day, man. This is pretty much it. I might catch up on stuff for Sequence next week. We are releasing an episode that I've already recorded, so I'm doing a Yordan Alvarez episode today on Sequence. He's become a hot topic. I've been on Yordan for a long time.
Uh-huh.
And now he is the cat's meow. Everyone's talking about Yordan. So kind of, when people start to hear your favorite band, you knew about them before, you were talking about them before, and now they're on the radio. That's kind of how I'm feeling about Yordan. He's becoming a household name, and people are realizing, what he has been doing. He's been, literally a top 3 hitter in the game since he debuted.
Solid.
And I'm glad that he's getting the recognition, but I got a cool sequence on the at-bats he had against Cole a few days ago.
Nice. Look forward to that. We have another edition of the Rose Rotation that just dropped this morning. Miguel Rojas, I just catch up with him. No guest today, but, man, he tells some amazing stories about what players go through when they're in slumps, hitting slumps. He's talking about taking, naked practice in his room on the road.
He could step it up and just go to the actual cage and do naked BP. That's a Nick Punto thing.
Yeah, no, he's not the only one. I've heard Millar talk about that sort of stuff.
They're like peas in a pod right then, those two. Basically the same guy.
Yeah, no, that's a good call. But he tells some amazing stories. He takes us inside of the Lindor, Jeff McNeil, even though he wasn't there. You guys all have similar stories. Really interesting perspective on it. And he's just, I'm going to tell you this. I love all 6 of my rotation kids the same. People have really gravitated toward Miguel Rojas because I think they knew the least about him coming in. Probably he and Brault. And so they really enjoyed it. So we'll be back here again at 11:30 Eastern, 8:30 Pacific on Friday to get you all set for your baseball weekend. Want you to have a good day, my friend. Also, shout out to JML34 Ball out there. Don't worry, I got you, my man. Okay?
Shout it out.
And don't forget to go get your Dugout Mugs, dugoutmugs.com. First 500 that order it with the code word ROSE right now get 35% off. First 500 that do that, so cheers to them. And we will see you again on Friday. Have a great day. Tip of the cap to you, Trev.
See you guys. See you, Chris.